Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Miles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Miles, touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Etienne once more, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Shotgun now for Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Harrison. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. $21-0 our score after 1. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. Miles. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fox. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Murray off play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harrison, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run the counter. Harrison. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Miles. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Operating from the gun. Miles. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's Fox. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Up the middle they go. Harrison. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison, and they'll get this down to the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Miles. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again. Miles. He's going to air one out. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Murray going to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down. On second down, Etienne once more. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. To throw is Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray now to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That pass taken in by Burks. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Murray now. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Miles. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This one fielded at the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On first down, it's Harrison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15.
And they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And now here's another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They run the counter. Harrison. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Operating from the gun, Miles.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Harrison. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back